I want to talk to you guys and girls today about choosing to make your life more difficult, more challenging, more uncomfortable. Are you still with me? Does it sound like an attractive topic, or did you already switch to another video? I don't know. But the real ones are still with me. So there's a term called affluenza, and this means it's a combination of affluent and influenza. So you're sick because you're too comfortable, because you have too much good stuff in your life. I think this is what has negatively affected a whole lot of Americans. We have a lot of material wealth, comfortable surroundings, smartphones in our pockets, car to drive to work, too much food to eat, and we've let it get the best of us. We've let it make us weak. So, and let's contrast that with another saying, and it comes from, I believe, Stoic philosophy. And Marcus Aurelius, as you know, I've been rereading Meditations recently, and he says something to the effect of, adversity will introduce you to yourself. Adversity can be viewed as your raw materials for your production. Adversity should be viewed as a prescription from your doctor. So adversity comes into our life sometimes, and we can let it break us down, or we can choose to see it in the right way and use it in the right way to make ourselves better, stronger, faster, wiser. But here's the thing, and here's the sort of level up of this idea. We don't need to wait for a tragedy or a challenge to come to us. If our lives are pretty comfortable and there's not much challenge or difficulties or tragedies happening, we can choose, and we should choose, to do difficult things in the meantime, because that's going to help us when life throws a challenge or tragedy at us, which those we can never fully expect, right? And they're inevitably going to have variables inside of them that we have never dealt with before. But we can be better prepared to deal with them if we've been forging ourselves stronger in the meantime. So, that is why I choose to exercise every day. That is why I am engaged constantly in creative production for social media and for my language learning card games. I have a day job. I have a family with 2 children. I've got a lot going on. I'm pretty tired and stressed on a typical day. But I see that normal level of stress from having a job and family as typical, as average, as what most people experience. So I believe that's not good enough for me. I need to take things a step further. I need to push myself, because I, as the leader, as the teacher, as the father in my family, I want to make sure I'm out in front, and that I'll be capable of guiding other people through their challenges and hardships. That's where I want to be. I don't want to, when I encounter a challenge or difficulty, I don't want to have to go crawling to someone else to lean on and support. I'm going to feel like such a bitch. I mean, sorry to use that word, but I don't want to, and it's okay to accept help when you truly need it. I mean, there's a saying that to ask for help doesn't mean you gave up. It means you're refusing to give up. There's nothing wrong to ask for help when you truly need it. But all I'm saying is I want to do my best to make sure I'm capable of supporting others when they need me. That's what I'm saying. Okay, I guess how I should say it is, when people come to me because they truly need my help, I want to be able to deliver that help and not be incapable or too weak of helping them. So how does this relate to you? What are you up to in your life? I want to take an example from my friend and one of our top players, Ian, because Ian recently mentioned he's choosing to put more effort into math recently and maybe get a math minor. And he said the structure of college life is helping him because there's regular classes, exercises, homework, and he hopes one day maybe he can develop his own structure and he'll be able to self-study math on his own, and he won't need the sort of support network or structure from the school life. And I think that's great. That's exactly what we're talking about here. I mean, he said it himself. The math, the constant math work, the drilling, the exercises, it's hard. It's harder than he expected it to be. Well, if he chooses to continue to self-study math, he's not going to be just learning math. He's going to be developing a stronger man, a more disciplined man. That's what we're after, choosing to do difficult things which build the meaning and the worth into our lives. Okay? You're not going to have a meaningful, valuable, positive, and happy life if you didn't put any work into it. That's the sad thing. A lot of people are depressed or anxious, or they're giving in to stress and choosing to smoke or choosing to medicate or choosing to drink. And I think one reason is because they're trying to skip steps. Things are comfortable for them already, and they want to continue to derive value and happiness from their life by continuing to skip ahead forward and not putting hard work into certain things. There's certain areas, there's certain bases in this game, there's certain steps that you just can't skip over. Let's go down the checklist. These are things everybody if you have any lack of clarity around what I'm talking about, let's just make sure we've covered the bases real quick. Are you engaging in some form of sweaty exercise every day? I'm serious. This is not something to joke about. When you engage in sweaty exercise, it changes the chemistry of the brain and body to be better. I know several people who've been depressed and anxious, engaging with their regular sporting groups and outdoor gaming groups has helped them. That is a way without medicine to medicate yourself. Your body has a pharmacy inside that can take care of you. So are you doing exercise daily? Are you absorbing and learning from positive material daily, not doom scrolling the news or scrolling through your friends' carefully curated posts that show only the best parts of their life? Okay? You need a positive source of good information, wholesome information, that's going to philosophically orient you through the chaos of this world. For me, recently, it's been Marcus Aurelius, Meditations. You can check out The Emperor's Handbook. It's a much more easy to digest modern translation of the ancient wisdom. I once interviewed a man and I said, "What have you been reading lately? Are you a reader?" I wanted to see if he did this in his daily life, and he said, "Oh yes, there's a book I've been reading every day for the past 17 years. And I said, "What?" And he said, "It's called The Emperor's Handbook. It's a modern translation of Marcus Aurelius's Meditations." And I had tried to read Meditations in the past, but I couldn't really get into it because of the languaging. But when he said this, I said, "Oh, this could be my inroad into Meditations." I bought the book right away. I loved it. Now I'm able to understand and read other translations which aren't worded as so cleanly and in such a modern way as that one was. So are you reading and learning from positive material on a daily basis? Are you eating well? How's your diet? Okay, I've been following a vegan diet since high school. I'm not saying you have to go vegan, but I'm just using that to give you a concrete example of how I care so much about my health. Okay, are you doing something for the spirit? Are you engaging with either religion or philosophy or ethics? Personally, I'd recommend just a good philosophical or ethical text to ponder. I'm not that into religion. I think religion has a lot of downsides, but you could engage with the positive parts of religion, philosophy, or ethics to feed your spirit, feed your soul. Are you engaged with the community? Are you getting out of doors, or are you just on your devices all the time, being isolated at home? If you engage with your community and serve your community, you're going to feel a lot better. I think this has gone away. Since I've been a child, that part has pretty much gone out the window of a lot of people's lives my age. We used to hang out all the time with our friend circles and communities in person. We used to spend time with people that we cared about. We could sense in our DNA and in our bones they were our friends. They were there for us. Now everybody's on devices and they have the illusion of connection without the feeling of authentic friendships and relationships, so they feel negative, they feel bad. Something's missing, they feel empty. All right, I hope you can hit these core areas, and if you are too comfortable, make sure you're choosing to do difficult things that matter to you. I'll see you back here next time. Bye-bye for now.